Even if you don't like the idea of being lucky, it doesn't mean you don't wish good things would happen to you as often as possible. And that's what makes us all human, right? So why not take a look at some of the luckiest people on camera? Number 10. Old man and the alligator. Don't know what it is with the oldies these days. See this old man? He was all set with his crew and camera to catch an alligator. Obviously didn't know what he was doing. He might have seen it on TV how to catch an alligator and went on to be the big hero, but ended up making one of the funniest pieces of comedy ever. The alligator missed him on several occasions, and he's lucky he lived to tell about it. By the way, no offense, Grandpa. In another clip, a lion took hold of the hand of a tortoise, though the lion had it in its jaws. Fortunately, it did not snap its mouth shut. Otherwise, his hand would have been off his arm. Number 9. Spectacular backflip. Either this was the best backflip ever, or this man has the best luck ever. The short clip shows the magnificent and jaw-dropping art of bull leaping. The man had all the confidence to stand up against the bull and do the backflip. He deserves our applause. Looks like Jackie Chan got his competition. Oh, guys, bull leap is one thing. Have you ever seen a bull doing a backflip? I have, and I'm about to show you that. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the best bull backflip ever. Someone please help this poor bull getting back on her hood. Number 8. Close calls with anaconda. Imagine how unlucky you have to be if an anaconda decides to chase you. Well, normally they don't do that. But how dumb you have to be if you go on poking them while they are resting and minding their own business. The man was teasing the snake, and then it was a very, very close call indeed. Let me slow the video for you. Now, watch how big the mouth of the snake was and how near miss it was. The man really was on top of his luck that day. There are very few things for you to do if a giant snake is after you. For example, in this clip, a man had to handle a huge anaconda with a fishing rod, which he used to keep the snake away while the second man started the boat. The huge anaconda was after them for some time. The snake followed them, but then eventually gave up. Number 7. Encounter with a bear. Mountain biking is so cool and all fun, and still a wild bear comes to take a swipe at you here. These two bikers were riding over a mountain when a bear ran after one of them. The second biker slowed his bike to calculate the situation as he sensed danger in front of him. Thankfully, the deadly bear changed his route, and the second man had the chance to escape the threatening chase. Just imagine if the bear had come back for the second biker. Lucky fella, he turned out to be. Number 6. Fire drive-through. This drive-through fire incident took place in the US, where a pair of father and son decided to escape Glacier National Park wildfire by driving through it. Okay, that's a bold decision. And guess what? They stuck to it too. They went for it, like literally through the blazing flames. At one point, the metal and glass of their car started melting, but they made it out of it. Justin Bilton and his father were on the tail end of a western backpacking trip, where they arrived at Glacier National Park. They did not realize, but a lightning storm hit the jungle and the woods started burning. They both decided to get out of here, and both were lucky enough to be safe and sound. Honestly guys, while preparing this entry, at every burning and churning ball of fire that came towards them, I thought that it was not going to end well for them. But it was their lucky day. Number 5. Giraffes being naughty. Giraffes have a thing with kids. See here in this clip, a father brought his daughter so nicely near a giraffe, but the animal thought of pulling and chewing her hair, and there it was, half of her hair in the mouth of the giraffe. Luckily, he did not like the taste and let her go. Now, once again, and this time a boy, the giraffe lifted him above the ground in the air in front of his parents. Thank God they were there to grab and pull him back on the ground safely. But these are all small incidents. It's time for the big one, in which a drunk man tried to ride a giraffe, and he was unbelievably lucky to not get his neck broken by the powerful kicks of the giraffe. He climbed the outer wall of the enclosure and sat straight on the back of the animal. For some time the giraffe ignored him, but then it threw him on the ground. Then once again, the boy came out, climbed the wall for the second time, and saddled the giraffe. But now the animal was fed up and threw him right away. I was pretty sure that the boy was going to end up in the hospital when he approached the animal a second time. But it was his lucky day. Number 4. Lucky elephant escapes. This man surely has an amazing luck. As you will see in the clip, a wild elephant chasing down 3 people. One of them fell on the fields due to uneven ground, and just when everyone was sure that he was gone for good, the elephant miraculously missed him. Then the man leaped on his feet and ran for his life, but again fell down, and the elephant again missed him. That was one hell of a lucky escape. Again, I have another lucky escape where this trainer was playing with his elephant when out of nowhere, the animal got angry and pulled his leg to drop him on the ground. The kid was shocked at this behavior of his pet animal, but then stood up to calm his elephant. These giant animals love trolling kids in particular, and you often spot one doing that in the zoos. See, the small girl would never have thought in her wildest dreams that she would be trolled by an elephant before a camera when all she wanted was a picture. This teenage girl was caressing the elephant, but I think the animal did not like it, and this girl, well, she fell. Thanks to the push given by the animal, this little boy shared the same fate as the girl in the previous entry. The elephant sucked his face in front of the camera when he was posing for a picture. Number 3, horse. Horses are not always easy to handle, and in this first video, watch how this buckling bronco coming out of the gate tries desperately to rid itself of the rider. When that doesn't work, it bites the rider's legs, with the rider abandoning and falling to the ground. It could have been a lot worse. The horse seems to find it very amusing. In this next video, the horse trainer shows people how to deal with aggressive horses. You can see the horse bite him and let him go, and that's because it's a training session. But if this was a real situation, maybe the horse wouldn't let go. In the next video, this young man follows this horse and gets one hell of a back kick in the chest that sends him flying. I hope this kid is okay. This man is kneeling next to a West Virginia biting horse, and when the man is momentarily ignoring the horse, that's when it tries biting the man's finger. But fortunately, the man is able to remove his hand from the horse's grasp. Finally, this poor kid gets too close for comfort and gets kicked in the leg by this horse. It could have been a lot worse, and the kid may have died if it had been kicked in the head. Why people let young children like that get so close to a horse boggles my mind. Number 2, bull. When an angry bull charges towards you, the best thing to do is get out of the way. Especially when you're sitting at a table playing poker like these fellas watch the boat go right through the table and ruin their game of cards. In the next video, a loving mother cow helps a friend protect her newborn calf after losing her baby to the dairy industry. Let's honor mothers and babies' bond by eating a dairy-free vegan diet. I honestly like seeing the cow trample this individual, but hey, that's just me. I honestly don't understand what this ridiculous game is. A bunch of cowboys sitting at a table in the middle of a boring waiting for a bull to destroy them. What will humans think of next? Too bad the bull then ran one of the cowboys into the posterior. It would have been fun to watch. Seriously, this has to be one of the most mindless games I've ever seen. Finally, in this video, a man is attacked by a furious bull in the middle of a small, deserted rural road. Number 1, fish. People like to hold fish to catch before they either eat them or throw them back into the water. Watch this guy holding a small shark and trying to pose with the shark when the shark suddenly turns around and tries to bite him. Shocked, the man drops the shark on the floor. Next, a man fishing with his arm hanging over the dock has a huge fish by his arm and won't let go. This is like a scene from a movie as the man swings the big fish onto the dock and the battle continues. Where is Aquaman when you need him? The fish is tenacious and swings from side to side as if it wants to tear the man's arm off. But the man fights like a true gladiator until it finally frees itself from this monster. Finally, this woman has her hand bagged by a large tuna fish, but is capable of removing her hand before too much damage is done. She seems to be in excruciating pain, and that's the reason I like my tuna in a can. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they are uploaded. That's it for now.